the one particular stream as well, but this particular IP as a concept is meant for everyone actually. Okay, today we are going to discuss one type of IP in details. Okay, because this is the one kind of IP patent as such which has got a kind of got a tremendous TRP, or like everyone is pretty interested in patents, or like it has got a wide coverage as well across the newspapers or across the news channels or the web media, or during even our teaching we have got so much of learnings about patents that it is synonymously used along with the intellectual property rights. जैसे हम लोग फोटोकॉपिंग मशीन को जेरोक्स बोलते हैं, वैसे ही लोग पेटेंट को आईपीआर बोलते हैं. आईपीआर मीन्स पेटेंट, आईपीआर मीन्स पेटेंट. And we are actually going to see the patents because it has got really very different facets than what we discussed yesterday about that particular example of Chatur Ramlingam and Funsuk Wangdu. Okay, that we saw yesterday. Today we have lots of actual live examples जहाँ पे लोगों ने पेटेंट लिया हुआ है, as well as what are the different criteria to get a patent, किन चीजों के लिए, or what are the products for which you can actually have a patent, and in what circumstances or in what cases the patent is not granted in India. In the morning I had put a poll on the Telegram channel, which one of the following can get a patent in India, and we had a very pretty different types of like options there. One was software, the other one was mathematical formula for physics, third one was a new chemical, and fourth one was a continuously moving fan without any energy source. Now, and we have got pretty amazing answers to this as well. Reason being ki more or less every answer has got equal distribution, or like I would say out of 140 votes we have got more or less equal distribution for all the answers. We are going to take the answer for that particular question as well. So just a quick recap of what we studied yesterday, okay, as a class. So in intellectual property rights we can have a software like a music, art, shape, configuration, any kind of creativity. And based on these creativities we have got different types of intellectual property rights. We saw some examples of copyright, trademark, trade secret, geographical indication, and industrial design. Of course, plant breeders right is also another type of IP right, which is very much essential, especially for the farmers. Okay, now but we didn't see any examples of patent yesterday because I wanted to cover that part today, because it is something which is kind of my expertise, and I always like to speak more about patents because of course because of the business reasons as well, because we file lots of patents for different institutions as well as the corporates and all. Okay, so now actually patent is something which is for inventions. Okay, जो भी कोई नया invention है उसके लिए we have patent. Just one request again to all of you, please just put the questions in the chat section, otherwise we won't be in a position to take the questions. I know a few people have joined recently, Abhi, but then I just request you to just put the questions instead of putting your the messages. Okay, now so patent is for inventions, basically means for the पर्पज ऑफ इन्वेंशंस ओनली. जो अब इन्वेंशन मतलब क्या होता है, जिसे हम हिंदी में आविष्कार या नॉट द लाइक आविष्कार द वन विच द यूनिवर्सिटीज रन बेसिकली, but what we call as anything which is directly connected to research actually. Now patent provides you the rights, okay, exclusive rights, हमने कल देखा था, all kinds of IP rights provide you the exclusive monopoly as such, granted for a limited period of time. जैसे copyright 60 years का था, वैसे patent 20 years का होता है. Who gives you the right? Actually the government, that is a state. Like, yeah, in our case it would be government of India who would be actually giving you the rights for patent. Okay, so you get an exclusive right by the government for a limited period of time. Why do we get actually the patent rights? Why to create monopoly? Since I come from pharma background, most of the time pharma industry or pharma people are like always asked why to have a patent for a drug, like, you know, when we know that agar monopoly create hota, it's a human tendency, किसी भी चीज का अगर monopoly create होता है, okay, commerce people can very easily understand that. Though then there is a immense chance of increasing the price of that particular product. किसी का सिर्फ मेरे पास monopoly है, in that case उसका automatically price बढ़ जाता है. That's a human tendency because everyone wants to exploit that कि सिर्फ मेरे पास है. Then simple thing is like जैसे when you have a single fruit vendor और सब्जी वाला एक ही बंदा है पूरे कॉलोनी में, तो वो जो प्राइस बोलेगा वो आपको देना पड़ेगा, right? That's what happens when monopolies are created. But then why are we creating the monopolies as such, especially in cases of drugs? For example, आज की डेट में COVID-19 का अगर ट्रीटमेंट आ जाता है, तो shall we grant the patent for it or not? Now, why do we have the patent system or the monopoly system? Is because you disclose the invention to everyone. What you are doing in lab doesn't have any significance if it doesn't reach the end user or the people. I'll tell you a story. Like, for example, जो हमारे पुराने जमाने में our dadis, nanis used to tell us lots of nuskas actually, right? They used to tell us lots of nuskas which we used to actually use it as well घर पे, like, you know. Now with industrialization, or maybe like, you know, because everyone is so much busy, no one gets a chance to speak with dadi and nani. What happens with the traditional knowledge that is there with them, which if it is not passed to the next generations, the knowledge gets killed. That is very bad for the human society. So you are getting monopoly for a limited period of time, because what you are doing in your lab, that should be available in the public domain. You have to disclose your invention to everyone. Okay, that's for the disclosure. Since you are disclosing to everyone, you would be getting the monopoly for a limited period of time. So there is, of course, there is a monopoly, and there may be bad effects of the monopoly. But then why we are getting it? It is as a kind of, I would say, in exchange of the public disclosure of the invention for your that particular product जो आपने lab में बनाया है, right? Now, so in exchange of the disclosure, because see, what happens is after the patent gets expired, anyone can actually use that particular invention. There is one more facet to the concept of patents, is who would actually do the research. For example, अगर एक नया ड्रग इन्वेंट करने के लिए around 10 to 15,000 crore rupees का खर्चा आता है for the clinical trials and the entire thing, and every company thinks, अरे why should I put 15,000 crore rupees अगर next day कोई XYZ company is going to copy it very easily, right? Now in that case, why should I do research? Who is going to do research? And at the end of the day, if no one is going to do research, we are going to get locked up in a situation like this, what we are today, right? So in research, innovation is really significant as far as society is concerned. It's just not about one particular sector actually, but across the sectors, across the like, you know, like everyone wants to actually have an access to newer products, newer technology or newer innovations as well. जो आज मेरे हाथ में मोबाइल है, it has got so many features actually. Now I don't want a mobile which simply has a let's say just a incoming, outgoing and SMS facility. I want so many apps actually nowadays, right? So until and unless someone is doing it for me, okay, someone is actually doing that research, then yeah, look at the TVs that we have now, like, you know, the television sets, what we call LCD, LED, plasma TV, and so many other things that we have got. 20-30 years back, जो लोग आज आप प्लाज्मा टीवी पे या एलईडी पे रामायण देख रहे हो, ask the people 30 years back, like in 1990 maybe, when we were actually seeing Ramayana and Mahabharat, what kind of technology we had. Would you watch the TV, the same TV today? No, we need innovation, we need research. But then when that research, see, as a nothing against the education system as such, but our education system unfortunately like, you know, provides us more opportunities in terms of learning or studying, but that motivation for research is at times lagging, I believe. And as a society, if you see hum log like, even for my daughter, for that example, when she comes home, maybe when she comes along with the mark sheet, a very common tendency for us is asking them marks kitne mile, and topper kaun hai, ya tere friend ko kitne mile. Now that is what we are doing. हम लोग ना inbuilt कर रहे हैं a tendency for kind of copying or just comparing. We are not celebrating the uniqueness of the child, or I would say uniqueness, or the like, you know, एक unique ability है हर बच्चे का. Similarly, what is also important here is, as I mentioned, कि innovation. Until and unless ये चीजें generation में we have these in the next generation, they won't be in a position to innovate. And what is happening out is, because no one is doing research, and frankly speaking, a few countries are known for copying. I don't want to name specific country, but we very next day someone would be copying your invention, right? So what would you protect you legally as such? And that concept is patent. आप कुछ नई चीज इनोवेट की है, you are actually providing the that particular information to everyone as such. You're disclosing it to everyone. That's why you are getting a monopoly for a limited or 20 years time only, right? After that, anyone can use that particular invention. Another concept with respect to patent is, who is the rightful owner of a patent? For example, कोई scientist, a doctor, a PhD student is working in a research lab. He is using the funds from the institute का infrastructure use कर रहा है. Who owns the legal right for that particular research or the patent that has been filed? I have some of the funniest cases. Like, people come to me with different kind of queries. One fine day, one of the girls, even from Mumbai University itself, she approached me, and she had a very unique kind of query. Sir, मुझे अपने invention का patent file करना है, but only condition is that I don't want to include my guide का नाम in. I was a bit surprised. Why so? Of course, she didn't answer to my why, but I of course, as a businessman, like, one thing is ethics and second thing is business. So ethically, it was my duty to let her know that, like, you know, what is inventor, who is an inventor, and whom should we include as a inventor as well. Let me tell you, this can happen with each and every institution as such. If you don't have any policy, IPR policy in place, UGC recommends to have intellectual property rights policy in place. Who can file the patent? Can the inventor file the patent without the permission of a college? If you don't have, let me tell you, believe me, I'm also a lawyer. If you don't have a IPR policy in place, अगर आपका कोई student या faculty member कोई patent file करता है, institute cannot stop them from doing that, or institute cannot ask for a single penny out of it if that invention gets commercialized. Okay, that's why you need to have IPR policy in place, making sure that who is an inventor, who legally actually owns it. Now, when we have a institute and an inventor, okay, see, if institute can file a patent as well as the inventors can file a patent. Institute cannot file a patent without a single inventor. Means there has to be at least a single human being as an inventor which need to be included to have a patent. Without that, institute cannot do. But individual inventor as a professor can file a patent, and we have done that in lots of cases. If the institute doesn't have any clear cut written IP policy in place, आपके यहाँ attendance policy है, salary policy है, have IPR policy as well in place, because of course that is going to help you in long run, as well as it would add some extra points for you in NAC and NBA as well. That I would like to cover here. So patent rights is exclusive rights actually provided for your invention, provided by the government for 20 years time, because you are disclosing the invention to everyone, and it can be given to either the inventor or an assignee. What we also learned is who is an assignee. Assignee is usually the legal owner, that is the institute is ideally a legal owner. Nowadays, if you are getting a CSIR funding or some kind of funding for research, most of the times they are actually asking for the ownership of that, the assignment of your legal rights. Agar kuch commercialize ho raha hai, then CSIR or those funding agencies would be actually getting the profit out of it. That's what is mentioned in those clauses as well. If at all, if you had an opportunity to read that as well. Another thing is, if you are getting a private funding for your research projects, in that case also it is really very much essential to have a kind of I would say the agreement in such a way that all these things are included there, who owns the IP, because at times problem tab tak nahi hai jab tak commercialization nahi hai. The day product gets commercialized, ek paisa bhi aana start ho gaya na, then you have lots of stakeholders in that. Your like the students who work for that, your institute, at times your university, at times the funding agency, everyone would be running after you for the stake in that commercialized product or commercialization for that particular product. So at the upfront, it is really very essential to know that who owns it, who is the legal owner. That is what we call as a assignee. So this is what a general concept of patent is. ये भी हमने कल देखा है. You have an idea, you would file a patent. उसका analysis होता है patentability analysis. I'll tell you what do you mean by patentability analysis. Then जैसे हमारे research paper के केस में we actually have a research paper, then we'll be actually sending it to the reviewers or the particular journal. They come up with some arguments or a review basically for that particular paper. Or corrections, that's what I mean. There are lots of other terminologies right now. So it's like a two-way communications between an author and a reviewer for that particular journal. We also have the same process in patents, which is also called as a patent prosecution. Patent prosecution means something from filing to grant, जो भी होता है patent office में, उसको it's a two-way communication basically between the inventor, assignee, or a patent agent like me, and with the patent office actually. Okay, so that process is called as a patent prosecution. But what is also important, as I mentioned, is who owns the legal right. Initially क्या होता है, when we file a patent, because there is a cost involved in that point of time, maybe no one is going to support you, neither, like I mean generally I have seen, like, you know, your institute may not be in a position to support you, or your I would say your even the university or the funding agency may not be in a position, because there is a cost involved with patent filing to grant. But then at the time of commercialization, everyone wants a stake out of it, right? Now, that of course that's a human tendency, nothing wrong with it actually, right? But then once we have commercialization, so we need to have very crystal clear idea who owns it upfront. Okay, I'll tell you some of the best practices that the universities or institutions have been doing it. We have one particular session on best practices across India for IPR innovation as well. I have this opportunity to actually roam around all across India. More than 16 states I have visited in last 2 years for the similar programs, and therein I come across lots of unique initiatives that have been taken at different locations, different places, different universities, different colleges, even from some of them from the students or the faculty members. We'll be discussing it later, but at this point of time, what is important to understand is, in case of patent, who owns the legal right? And that is one of my first questions when a client comes to me. Who owns the legal right? Who want to file the patent? किसके नाम पे patent लेना है? Is it the, because even patent office has a separate fees for if you are filing as an individual and if you are filing as an institution. For an institution, the cost is higher, and for individual, the cost is comparatively lesser as such. Now, what can be patented? I have some funny examples actually, so as to understand what can be actually patented. First invention I have, if you can see this, it's a pretty old patent, method for preserving dead bodies. Now, this is, if you can see that US 748284, that's the patent ka number, you can check it Google Pay, okay? Google करोगे इस नंबर को, तो you would have all the details with respect to the invention. And what happens is people have, so when to file a patent basically, okay? Frankly speaking, when I'm speaking in front of an academic institution, when to file a patent or why to file patent has got two answers. Actually, most of them want to file for NAC or NBA or NIRF rankings. That's the harsh truth, unfortunately. But then when you feel like your product may have some commercialization potential and you should stop the competition for that particular product, and if it is new and like, of course we'll see the patentability conditions as well, in that case you should file the patent. That's what anyone would actually, a patent agent would recommend to you. Now, what is important here to understand is, any field, it is not necessary कि मैं biochemistry का हूँ तो मेरा invention biochemistry का ही होना चाहिए. We have some funny examples to understand the larger scope of patent or also I would like to mention, although I am coming from pharma domain, I have got a telecom client, I have got a civil contractor who is my client, I have lots of nutraceutical, herbal companies, diagnostic companies, the biochemistry, biotechnology and all they are filing the patents. And if I can understand that invention, I can file for that particular patent as well. So the first example is method for preserving dead bodies, a unique example I would say. Another example that we have is, this is filed by one of the biggest IT companies, a reservation system for aeroplane toilets. Now, let's say you are actually flying at that point of time. The flight is full, like you have 200 plus passengers, 60 minutes ka journey hai, early morning flight hai, everyone wants to use the loo. This invention is about a reservation system for aeroplane toilets. Let me tell you, this was filed and granted by IBM. IBM ने ये file किया हुआ है. Okay, so this kind of invention, so they found a business coming out of it as well for this particular invention. Next is, of course, this everyone does nowadays, method for obtaining confessions and photographically recording them. Very much useful, especially the criminal confessions, very much useful for the police and all. This is a very old invention. आज की date में आप file करना चाहो, but when this was discovered long back, maybe 60 or 70 years back, that point of time, this was a great idea to have the criminal confessions, recording them and using them as an evidence in the during the court proceedings as well, right? So this was also patented. Another is sanitary appliances for birds. Now this is a unique idea, I would call, like, you know, we have the sanitary appliance for small children as well as the elderly people. But then this idea also worked really well. I mean, they filed a patent and it was already also granted for them. Of course, not in India. They didn't find a market potential in India, but in US they found the market potential. They filed the patent and it got granted as well. Unforgettable umbrella method. Now, this is something really unique, I would say. Before mobile handsets, it was an umbrella which everyone used to carry, and that particular and it was one of those products which everyone was forgetting, and that's what it was known for, like, you know, ki umbrella ko bhool ke aa gaye, a common practice in the earlier days, I would say, right? Now this guy came up with a great device to have a unforgettable umbrella. Okay, so there was a particular device actually which was involved in this, which was helpful for like, you know, not to forget that particular umbrella if at all you are carrying it. Another invention, in fact, अभी सुबह सुबह ही मुझे सुनने को मिला कि you don't exercise. Even during lockdown, when we had such a long period of time wherein we could have a lot of exercise actually, like, you know, we don't get time to exercise, like, you know. But then something really unique, method for exercising a cat. This was also one of those inventions which was actually filed and granted as well, right, in US. हमें खुद को टाइम नहीं मिल रहा तो कैट को या डॉग को कब एक्सरसाइज करवाएंगे. This guy came up with a really great invention to, like, you know, you go to garden, just sit across and cat या dog जो भी आपका pet है would do the exercise. Such a great invention, I would call this as for like, you know, जो मेरे जैसे आलसी लोग हैं उनके लिए specifically who don't like to have exercise. I don't recommend drinking. I don't drink as well, but then for those of my friends who drink, this is a great invention, I would call drinking vessel with sound effects. It has been, like, you know, experience, or like, you know, people tell that if there is an external stimulation while drinking, it helps you enjoy that particular drink. What an invention this is then. Drinking vessel with a sound effect. Now a drinking vessel, as you take the sips, okay, from the vessel, from the mug, then there is a sound coming out of that particular mug. जैसे जैसे glass खाली हो रहा है, sound आ रहा है. A great invention, I would call as, although I don't recommend drinking and I don't drink as. This is just one example to tell you what are the facets or what are the areas जहाँ पे patents हो रहे हैं या invention हो रहा है. And as I said yesterday, I had a call to one of the principals of a commerce college, I believe. So she mentioned that patent वगैरह commerce people के लिए नहीं है. It's not like that. All these inventions, see, what we need to do is build a I would say a culture of innovation in the at the institute level, which can help you in the who said that आपको उसी area में काम करना है जो आप पढ़ा रहे हैं. There are lots of other problems which like, you know, individually or as a society we are actually facing, right? So there can be, I had an opportunity to file a patent for a farmer, okay? And let me tell you what, first of all, he was a bit hesitant कि sir मेरे को patent file करना है, and can I do that because I have just 7th pass, यानी 7th standard pass किया हुआ है बस. Can I do that first of all? Does patent office ask for the PhD or something? No, not at all. Patent office would never ask for your educational qualification for the patent. They would never ask for your religion. They would never ask you for your age, for your stream as well. Although I am from pharma, I can file a patent directly for the software industry as well, for this kind of products as well. So a question that like, you know, अगर मैं arts से हूँ या commerce से हूँ, can I file the patent? Yes, it is possible. No one is going to stop you, but you need to come up with a great invention. Another invention I would call as a birthday cake candle extinguisher. Another great invention. Why I'm calling it is a great invention, I'll also tell you. Now, my daughter loves to extinguish these candles. जब भी birthday है, I mean most of the children actually do it. When you have someone like, you know, a birthday, तो वो birthday boy या birthday girl के आसपास 4-5 लोग होते हैं who are very much willing to, like, you know, कि उसको एक बार फूंक दो और सब वो केक खाना है सबको, right? But then this guy came up with invention, जहाँ पे there was extinguisher for like, you know, birthday cake candles. Now this is a really great invention for those, especially in a time like this corona time, right? As well as for elderly people. For example, किसी का, let's say 120th birthday hai, actually having 120 candles and telling that person to extinguish it may not be possible practically, right? This also is a great invention, I would call. Snake repellent system, of course, lots of examples like this, or I would call like we have the cockroach repellent system, mosquito repellent, or the disinfectant systems. But when this was actually initially developed for the first time, it was a product which was patented as well. Now, kissing shield. Now, this was something I would say another unique kind of invention. Again, the application may be during this kind of this timing as such, like, you know, having a shield actually, right? This was also protected. Another example, and this is very significant. Unfortunately, I don't have a, I would say, patent number here. This is a design patent basically in US. Novelty potty chair. The biggest problem with mothers, as well as, like, you know, as a parent during the lockdown, as a father also, the biggest problem, जब आप घर पे हो तो बच्चा कहीं भी potty करता है, right? This invention, they came up with such a nice potty chair that the child would, it's so attractive. If you look at the design, it's so attractive. The child would love to sit there and have potty. Yes, so this is something for our common problems of our life. People are coming up with great inventions, great solutions for those particular inventions, and then they are actually trying to get a patent or commercial exploitation out of that. What is important here to understand, when you are getting a patent, you are monopolizing it as well as, and there is a cost involved for creating monopoly, and you should commercialize it as well. And let me tell you, many of these products are fortunately available in the market as well. Now, what can be patented based on, ye to sare funny examples just to let you understand what can be patented actually. But there was this very famous quote by US Supreme Court, which was, anything under the sun that is made by the hand of a man is patentable. मतलब कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो इंसान ने बनाई है ना, उसका पेटेंट मिल सकता है, provided it has got 3 particular applications or conditions. One is novelty, second is non-obviousness, and third is industrial applicability. Now, what do you mean by novelty as such? Novelty as a word would give you the meaning as such, like कुछ तो नया है. Now, how is that novelty determined? जो चीज आपने लैब में की है, या जो भी आपका इन्वेंशन है, when you come to Vijay Shupuje or any other patent agent for filing a patent, that point of time we would check it globally through some databases, paid databases, free databases, कि whether that is new or not. Let me tell you, जो academic research से जितने सारे inventions आते हैं ना, they are all novel. क्यों पता है? Because a person who is doing his or her PhD is putting almost 1 to 1.5 years time at times just for the sake of literature survey. जब आप लिटरेचर सर्वे कर रहे हो उस टाइम पे यू हैव दैट क्लैरिटी कि आपका इन्वेंशन नया है कि नहीं, एंड यू गाइज आर द वंस who really know that can it be is it new or not. And I usually ask the client or the inventors, what is the closest prior art, नया है कि नहीं, आप कहां से इंस्पायर हुए हो, किसके क्लोजेस्ट इन्वेंशन है आपका, राइट? नाउ ये क्राइटेरिया इजीली फुलफिल हो जाता है, बट देन देयर इज a second criteria which is also significant like novelty, and that is non-obviousness or unpredictability of the art. Now unpredictability, non-obviousness is something which is, I would say, more related to the predictability of the art. That means exactly nahi hai, but then you have मतलब एग्जैक्ट इन्वेंशन नहीं है प्रोवाइडेड, बट उससे सिमिलर इन्वेंशंस प्रोवाइडेड है. लेट मी टेल यू एग्जांपल ऑफ जस्ट to give you an analogy first, ki how would you understand how to differentiate between novelty and non-obviousness, because these are the major criteria. Yeah, since yesterday I've been telling you about my daughter Shreyasi, who is around 8, now she would be 9 very soon, okay, 9 years old basically. So she was around 7 or 8 months now. She started eating for the first time. Shreyasi, my daughter, started eating for the first time. As a parent, it was like, you know, a very happy moment. My first child eating for the very first time. Okay. For us, it was new. As a parent, it was new. As a parent. Okay. हम लोग भी ने भी वही किया कि हमने फोटो लिया उसका, सबको भेज दिया, ट्विटर पे डाल दिया, इंस्टा पे डाल दिया, फेसबुक पे डाल दिया. Hey, Shreyasi started eating today and Shreyasi ate a piece of apple today. Okay, उसने एक, she just ate a piece of apple today. Now, so this was new. There is no, for as a parent, this was new for us. When you come up with an invention, patent office does the same thing. आपने जो इन्वेंशन बनाया है, is it new globally? दुनिया में किसी लैंग्वेज में कहीं पे ये डिस्क्लोज है क्या? अगर नहीं है, then only novelty criteria is fulfilled. Now, although you get the rights only for India, patentability check करते हुए they would be checking globally. किसी जापानीज, चाइनीज, कोरियन, टर्किश, मैक्सिकन, स्पेनिश, किसी भी लैंग्वेज में अगर वो चीज डिस्क्लोज्ड है, then your invention is not novel. Okay. Now, Shreyasi is smart like her father. Shreyasi is smart like her father. What she did is, on the next day, she ate a piece of pineapple. Shreyasi ate a piece of pineapple. Now the question is whether Shreyasi eating pineapple, is it new or not? Yes, it is new. Reason being, Shreyasi ने first day पे apple खाया था, pineapple नहीं खाया था. So as a parent, it was new. It is novel, basically. कि Shreyasi had never eaten pineapple. Shreyasi had eaten an apple. What Shreyasi is eating today is a pineapple. Shreyasi eating pineapple is definitely new. But now the question is, can a child who can eat an apple, can the child also eat a pineapple? Yes, it is quite obvious. It is predictable that a child who can eat an apple can definitely eat a pineapple ka piece as well. Now, that's what we call obviousness, predictability of the art. a child similarly अगर आपने कोई एक प्रोडक्ट बनाया है, उसका जस्ट एक पार्ट आपने अलग करवाया है, या एक कोई पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट है जिसमें 10 चीजें हैं, एंड जो दूसरा डॉक्यूमेंट है विच इज ऑलरेडी इन पब्लिक डोमेन, उसमें 9 चीजें ऑलरेडी है, आपने 10th चीज को डिफरेंशिएट किया है या वैरी किया है, इट इज स्टिल प्रेडिक्टेबल. आई टेल यू व्हाट, एकेडमिक रिसर्च से जितने सारे पेटेंट्स फाइलिंग के लिए मेरे पास आते हैं, they are definitely novel, but then they are not having any inventive step. That is the term used for non-obviousness. So the inventions are obvious, you're just trying to replace one part with other, or one ingredient with other, or one concentration with other. That's what actually happens. How to rebut the non-obviousness then? Tracy is also smart like her mother. She has to. What she did is, on third day, Tracy ate a small piece, or I would say a bite of an ice cream. Now the question is, Tracy eating ice cream, is it new? Frankly speaking, this invention is not patentable in India. Tracy eating, or anyone eating ice cream for that sake. But is it new for us as a parent? Yes, Tracy had never eaten an ice cream. Is it predictable? A child who can eat an apple or a pineapple can also eat an ice cream, right? That's quite predictable as such, right? But then this is what the examiner would say. Okay, this is what the examiner, a child who can eat an ice cream, eat an apple, a pineapple, can easily eat an ice cream as well. But then there comes the role of a patent agent. My argument would be, first of all, ice cream is not a fruit. What she ate were fruits actually. Means उसने apple खाया, pineapple खाया, not those were fruits. Not ice cream is not fruit. That's how I'll try to distinguish. That's why a child who can eat a fruit cannot or may not eat ice cream. That's what my argument is. Examiner is really very smarter. He says ice cream has a fruit flavor. Now, if ice cream has a fruit flavor, there comes the role of patent agent, how to rebut the non-obviousness. I would tell the examiner, first thing is, I would try to distinguish fruits and ice cream. And how that I can do? First thing is, ice cream is the fruits, apple and pineapple, were at the room temperature. And the child has a sensation as well for the temperature. Now ice cream is not at the room temperature, it is at 0 to 1 whatever degree centigrade, which is basically a frozen state, right? That's why it is not predictable to have for a child to eat an ice cream if that child can eat a apple or pineapple. That is one difference I can tell. I would tell another thing to the examiner, that my apple or pineapple, the one which was eaten by the child, was actually in a solid state, which was kind of like ground basically. उसका particle size reduction करके उसको हमने खिलाया था. But ice cream is either maybe we can call it a semi-solid or a semi-liquid phase, or whatever, the middle phase between solid and liquid. So a child who can eat a pineapple or apple may not necessarily eat an ice cream. That's how I would prove the non-obviousness for the invention. This is one of the major, I'll tell you, most of the inventions get rejected based on non-obviousness. If your agent or attorney doesn't understand the area of your invention, he may not be in a position to give you a clarity about of how to rebut the non-obviousness. Because आपका पेट बहुत अच्छा है इन्वेंशन, everyone like हर किसी को लगता है मेरा बच्चा बहुत like सीधा साधा है, and also everyone feels like मैंने बहुत great invention किया हुआ है, it is novel as well, why can't I get a patent? But then another secondary criteria for non-obviousness is one of those criteria because of which your patent may get rejected as well. And this, as I mentioned, this is one of those criteria based on which all the patents get actually rejected, most of the patents. द थर्ड क्राइटेरिया इज इंडस्ट्रियल एप्लीकेशन, मतलब उसका कुछ तो इंडस्ट्रियल एप्लीकेशन होना चाहिए या वो इंडस्ट्री में बनना चाहिए, तभी आपको पेटेंट मिल सकता है. दीज आर द थ्री गोल्डन क्राइटेरियाज ऑफ पेटेंटेबिलिटी. One is novelty, second is non-obviousness, and industrial applicability. We are not speaking about India, we are speaking about the entire world actually. दुनिया में जहां कहीं भी आपको अगर पेटेंट चाहिए तो आपको ये क्राइटेरिया अगर सेटिस्फाई हो रहे हैं, then only you would be in a position to get a patent for your invention in that particular country. Now, this is about patent, how to get what are the conditions or when would you get a patent actually. But then generally most of the people go for a research paper instead of a patent. What is the difference actually? Most of the people ask me when they come up to me, when they come to me, they ask me about the differences between a research paper as well as a patent actually. So we are going to see the differences between a research paper and a patent application. The first major criteria is publication. In case of research paper, when you communicate the research paper to the journal, they analyze it, okay, and then they publish your research paper. Now, in case of a publication, there is no evaluation before publication. In case of patent application, now what happens is patent actually gets published twice. One as an application before the actual evaluation, which is called a patent application, and after the grant, that is also called as a granted patent. Most of the people, like I had an opportunity to speak with one of the inventors who was who told me that he has 10 patents in his name. Okay, I was a bit surprised. 25 साल का बच्चा बोल रहा है मेरे को कि मुझे कि मेरे नाम पे 10 patents हैं, and then I realized, I just started asking him. Of course, age is no barrier. We have seen like few students, actually school students can also have got great inventions as such. But then I tried to inquire, then I realized he had just filed the patents and they have been published. None of them is granted. But unfortunately, जहाँ पे ये चीज नहीं पता है, everyone says, अरे मेरे नाम पे 10 पेटेंट है, मेरे नाम पे 20 पेटेंट है, मेरे नाम पे 100 पेटेंट है या 400 पेटेंट. Those are not patents. These are patents which are filed, not granted. Nowadays, even your NIRF asks you for patent granted actually, as well as the patent filed. Okay, and so there was a time, this time it was just a filed applications. Now they are asking for the grants and commercializations as well. So more significance is to the actually the one which are granted and the one which are actually having commercialization. So in case of research paper, there is no fees. But in case of patent, yes, there is a fees involved which you need to pay. And I'm pretty sure nowadays, because of the so-called commercialization, we have got lots of even the research papers or the journals asking for the fees to pay for publication as such, right? So it is more to do with the commercialization. Timeline is variable in case of research paper. Patent application normally gets published in 18 months time, but then early publication is provided by Indian Patent Office, जहाँ पे एक हफ्ते से एक month में आपका early publication हो जाता है, irrespective of what you have filed. Grant research paper आपका तभी publish होता है जब कुछ नया है. They check the novelty, but in case of patent, it is actually a novelty as well as the non-obviousness part or the inventive step. As a right, legal rights, if you say in the research paper, you don't have a legal right. In the research paper, you don't have a legal right over that, except that you would show everyone as I'm the author. Globally, you can use that. But in case of a patent, it is the legal rights are with you. and these are jurisdictional rights, means अगर मेरे पास इंडिया में पेटेंट है तो मेरे पास मुझे सिर्फ और सिर्फ इंडिया में ही राइट्स मिलेंगे. कमर्शियलाइजेशन, आपका बहुत अच्छा रिसर्च है and you publish it as a research paper, and you like this is what happens usually with the academic people. They do not have that like जो हम जो typically a business sense बोलते हैं for the invention or for anything. If you don't have that, someone else can very easily copy it. Although you were the first originator for that particular idea, for that research idea, anyone can actually commercialize that without your invention, without your permission. They can earn money out of it. That is very much possible. We have seen it in so many cases. If you don't protect it properly, anyone can use that. In case of patent, no, that is not the case. If you have an invention, in that case only you and if आपके पास अगर patent है तो only you or the licensee can use that particular patent, okay, for commercialization. So usually what happens is people ask a simple question in this kind of forum: shall we take the help of a patent agent for filing a patent? Can we file my own patent? Yes, you can file on your own. But I remember one of the major things that was told to me by my research guide when I was doing masters is paper writing के लिए you need practice. The same applies for patent as well. आपका अगर practice अच्छा है, then only you can do that. Okay, and there are two reasons. You understand technology really very nicely. That is absolutely fine. You may be expert in the software technology, whatever technology you are working on, but you don't understand the legal part. And when you go to a lawyer, he may not understand your technology. Let me tell you, lawyers are not allowed to practice in patent office for patent filing. Only patent agents can do that. Okay, although these are legal rights. Patent agents are people like you and me who are from science or technical background, who qualify that patent agent examination, and they are the only ones who can file the patents. So there are two reasons why you should go for patent agent for patent filing. One is about the expertise, and of course second, I usually tell on a very lighter note, is that मेरे पेट पे मत लात मारो, हमें भी कुछ business दो. Right now, one of the most significant part for research paper is results. Yes, results is the most significant. आपके पास अच्छे results है तो ही आपका research paper publish होगा. In case of patent, that is not the case. In case of patent, the most significant part is something called as a claim, which determines the legal boundary for your invention. In case of claims, it determines the legal boundary for invention. That is the most significant part for your invention. Now, ये तो सारे we saw the differences between patent and a research paper, as well as what we saw is also what can be patented. But then India has some restrictions on patents. You cannot have frivolous inventions. Like for example, a perpetual machine without input of the energy, a continuously moving fan without the input of energy. How is it possible? It's a frivolous invention. It is not patentable in India. So those of you who answered 160 में से we almost got 38% of the answers for answer 4, continuous moving fan without an energy source. How can a fan move without an energy source? May it be wind energy, may it be power, or may it be other energy. Input energy is equal to output energy. Basic fundamental चीज हमने पढ़ी हुई है. That is not patentable, right? So अगर वो नहीं fulfill हो रहा है तो it cannot be patented as such. So fourth answer जिसने भी लिखा है उसके marks deduct हो जाएंगे for sure. Now second, anything contrary to public morality, virus for mass destruction. I develop a virus which would kill the enemy and go for a patent for that. No, it is not allowed. Section C, mere discovery of a scientific principle, which is, for example, Newton's law. It's a scientific principle or a physics ka law that they are not at all patentable. New mathematical formula for physics is not patentable under another section. Section 3D, new form of a known substance or new use of a known substance is not patentable. पुराना substance है, उसका नया use है, that is not patentable in India. Mere admixture of something, for example, mere admixture means what? I'll tell you a simple example. I have a pen as well as I have a pen drive attached to the pen. Now, pen is doing its own work, pen drive is doing its own work. Both are just combined. It is new, it is novel, absolutely fine. It may be non-obvious as well. But under section 3, it is not allowed because it's just a mere admixture. Pen uska kaam kar raha hai and pen drive uska kaam kar raha hai. Until and unless there is a synergistic effect. For example, if I tell you कि इसका जैसे जैसे आप लाइक यू नो डेटा फील होगा इसमें पेन ड्राइव में, आपका पेन कलर चेंज करेगा. लेट अस presume for a moment there is a synergy, then only in case of synergies admixtures are allowed to get the patent for that. Next thing is arrangement और rearrangement. किसी ने A, B, C, D, E steps किए, मैंने सिर्फ A, D and E steps किए, B and C हटा दिया. Okay, or what I do A, D, C, B, E. No, that is not patentable. Method of agriculture not patentable at all to protect our farmer community actually. Method of treatment, new use or prophylactic use, curative, surgical, medicinal, diagnostic, इसको इंडिया में पेटेंट नहीं मिलता. Let me tell you, India has got one of the best patent acts across the world. Many of the third world countries are actually replicating India का patent act. This is one of the most unique things about the Indian Patent Act. Section 3J, plants, animals not allowed. Mathematical or business method. Computer program, no, not at all allowed. Computer program, if you are from software industry, softwares are not allowed in India. Under section 3K, जिन्होंने आंसर न्यू सॉफ्टवेयर लिखा हुआ है 29% in the Telegram channel, on the Telegram channel, उनके भी मार्क्स डिडक्ट किए जाएंगे. New mathematical formula for physics, no, not at all patentable as such. Now, what is patentable is a new chemical. एक नया chemical है या drug है तो वो patentable हो सकता है. Okay. Literary, dramatic, music, artistic work is not patentable. It comes under copyright. A scheme or rule, जैसे for example, one of the startups came to me and they asked me, सर हमने ना कोई एक गेम डिवाइस किया है, ओके, माइंड गेम है बेसिकली, एंड वी वांट टू पेटेंट दैट. नो, दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, दैट इज नॉट पार्ट ऑफ पेटेंट, कैन बी कॉपीराइटेड. जो मैं प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहा हूँ, मेरी स्लाइड्स है या मेरा ऑडियो विजुअल है, दिस इज कॉपीराइट फॉर मी, इट कैन नॉट बी पेटेंटेड. Topography of integrated circuit, those who are from engineering background can very easily understand it. Finally, traditional knowledge, haldi or turmeric cannot be patented. मेरे ख्याल से हमारे keynote speaker ने this thing had already mentioned. But let me tell you the beauty of traditional knowledge. Haldi or turmeric. If someone comes to me and tells me haldi or turmeric का patent लेना है, I won't bluntly say no. We can still have the patent for haldi or turmeric, but we cannot have the patent for pure haldi or turmeric as a product. But जैसे for example हल्दी और टर्मरिक, if you use that, उसका stains होते हैं clothes पे. If I come up with the end product, let us say जो हम typically pharmaceuticals में solid dispersions बनाते हैं, या कोई ऐसा product बनाया, उसका particle size reduction किया, उसपे कुछ coating किया, because of which there is no staining of haldi or turmeric, yes, definitely you can have a patent for that. But haldi or turmeric for the wound healing or हल्दी और टर्मरिक एज अ प्रोडक्ट अगर लेना की कोशिश कर रहे हो तो आपको नहीं मिलेगी. ओके, दिस इज द uniqueness of traditional knowledge. Use that traditional knowledge, come up with a great new product which reduces its problems and gives you a really good results. In that case, I believe we can have a patent for that as well. Now I'm actually done with the session, but I have an exercise for everyone. Of course, we'll be taking all the questions. Let me just put one particular exercise for everyone that we will have around, let's say 7 to 8 minutes, and